Hey everyone, welcome back to CozyPixels. I am 𝓱𝓮𝓻 and here today we have another speed build because the last one was so well received by you guys. I was actually surprised because I already had speed builds on this channel and they didn't do well. So I was really happy that you guys liked my previous one, which when I was remaking Dawn's apartment. So I thought I could share the Goth Manor makeover with you guys, and this is a slightly longer video, so apologies in advance. I didn't really want to have such a super long speed build video, but I also didn't want to speed up the video so much that you can't even see what's happening. So yes, here we go. You can see I already emptied the Goth Manor, and here I am trying to build up the roof from these pieces, which I actually really like. They came with mansion and gardens, and when I was younger I never used them, but they are actually super nice. And I always make the Goth Manor's roof with these. And you will see that I spent so much time on this roof and I had to start over a few times because I was keep messing up. So here in the next short amount of time we will see the way I suffer with the roof, but I really wanted to have these pieces. And I have to tell you guys that I already made over this house multiple times, but actually in this video I am trying to base this makeover based on my previous one, which I have photos of but I lost it. If you watch my videos, I already mentioned a few times that I was working on an early Pleasantview where I would age everyone down and like the whole town would take place 20, no not 20 but 10 years before, because obviously we have the Sims 1 25 years ago. So that wouldn't make a lot of sense from my perspective, so I thought maybe we can have them slightly younger. Here I am putting the windows down, which I will actually switch later on, because these are very like they doesn't really fit the vibe of the manor. I would say they are very cute with these shutters and everything, and I will later on switch them for bigger windows and darker ones, because I was trying to keep the atmosphere of the Goth Manor. I mean, it has to stick to the family name, which is Goth, obviously, but I made it a bit lighter on the outside, and we will soon get there. But I switched up this ugly ass painting on the outside. I don't even know what it is. Is it brick? Or like, but it looks horrendous in my opinion, so obviously I had to change that. So yeah, here we go. I am using this lighter gray thing, so it's not that black as the original Goth Manor, because I didn't really like that super dark vibe on the outside. I hope you guys can forgive me for that. But I really think that this one looks a bit better. And yeah, here I changed my mind a few times as well, because I couldn't decide if I want to have the line between the stories or not, but I decided next to it. Actually, while editing and watching these speed builds, I realized that most of the time I spend while building is making up my mind about windows, making my mind about walls and floors, and looking through collection files. And it's really funny because the actual building is much less than the choosing between things, but I guess I'm not the only one who's like that. I hope so, at least. I'm painting the whole house with this nice wallpaper because I super love it. I think it keeps the rich gothic Victorian maybe vibes. I'm not really good in architecture, but I think it maybe has Victorian vibes. So I really like it in this house, and I was actually thinking if I should use this in Alexander's room or something else, but I decided to use this because I didn't want to use things that make the house look too modern. And here in the kitchen I have this super cool set which I really like, and I downloaded it just to use in this house because I feel like it fits really well into the Goth Manor's kitchen. I really like it, and the darker colors, but it looks super fancy. Like the whole time building this, I had in my mind that I can see a butler going around here and just doing stuff for the family, like in real life as well, like in the movies. Later on I will put, oh, I'm playing with my hairband, I don't know if you guys can see, but it helps my mind to stay on track, I would say, if I play something in my hand. So yeah, I'm gonna put a tea kettle and like a little tea set here, so it's gonna be very posh, very fancy. Just as it should be. I really like this kitchen, and my only issue with it is the window, because obviously you can see that half of the cupboards are against the window, but I'm sorry, this is the front of the house. There's no chance I'm gonna use another type of window and make it look stupid. So there's that, they have to live with that, unfortunately. And actually through the whole video you will see that I kind of tried to decorate, but tried not to decorate too much, because when I'm building a house and making over a house, and I know that I'm gonna make a video out of the speed build, I often find myself being like, oh no, you can't spend too much time on decorating this tiny corner because it will be such a long video, and this video is long enough already, and I'm sorry guys, but I just really couldn't physically make it any shorter. Also, the method I'm using in building this house is that most of the times I just put the basic furniture into a room and then go forth to another room and then come back later with decorating, because I can find myself being a little bit burnt out from one room or one thing if I do it for such a long time. So here you can see me go back and forth between rooms most of the times, because sometimes I just don't have the right ideas at the moment, or just feel like I don't want to do it now, I just want to go on to another room, and that's why it's not really consistent that I go from room to room and do everything that I can there. And most of the times when I'm decorating, for example with curtains and stuff, I just go into the curtains menu and to put the curtains into the whole house in one go. And as I said, here you can also see that for the chimney I divided it with a whole section, and it made the room much smaller, which I will actually correct later on in the game. Yes, and now moving on to the small bathroom on the first floor, which I will actually delete later as well. There are a lot of changes later in this video, so up to like the last minute you can't even be sure how the final product will look like, because I made so much changes and I changed my mind so much, because I actually didn't build this in one sitting. I had to edit this video together because I was doing this in 2 parts, because I got really tired by the end of the first video. I think like I built this house for 2 or 3 hours for sure, and that's based on pictures, because I have the pictures of my old build and it took me 2 hours to build that at least, so it was pretty tiring, but I think it's worth it. I am really satisfied with this one, how it turned out, and I am actually happy that I got to do it again, because I can fix a little issues and things that I didn't like in the first one, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does, because I know there are a lot of us are like building something for so long, and when you finish you look at it and like, oh, what is this? I definitely have moments like that, and I think I said on the stream this week when we were building or making over 2 other houses in Pleasantview, that I started to make over the Pleasant house, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it, to be honest. So I went to Tumblr and looked up makeovers, and I saw one which was so gorgeously made that I was like, oh my god, mine is a whole piece of crap. And ever since, the Pleasant house stands in Pleasantview without a roof, without furniture, because I just left it there. I was like, oh, there's nothing I can make that looks like this good. And therefore I haven't picked it up. I once tried and it didn't go anywhere, because I was feeling so bad about that house. Like, I don't know what to do with this. Obviously I don't want to copy other people's builds, so that's why I didn't really want to make it like the one I saw and really liked. So it's a hard one. Actually, the exterior of this one, the Goth Manor, is heavily inspired by 𝓨𝓵𝓸's makeover. But back to my build, I guess. I don't know, do you guys like when I talk about my build, or do I talk about random stuff more? I don't know, what do you guys prefer, to be honest? Here we are in Mortimer's bedroom, and I don't really like the size and shape of this bedroom, but I think I kind of did it justice with the bookshelf things and the study desk, because I imagine Mortimer is like really a workaholic sim, so he would have desks and bookshelves all around the house, but I can imagine him being lost in his thoughts a lot. And decorating this room was also a bit hard because I didn't know what type of flowers or books or what kind of clutter do I want to have here, and I decided to put the 𝓨𝓵𝓷𝓸 painting back, and I wanted to download the recolor for that, but I forgot. And obviously it happens a lot with me when I want to have a certain CC, and while I'm playing I'm like, oh okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have this, and when you quit the game you just forgot, and the next time you remember is when you are in the game again. So it's like a never-ending loop, and you just never get that piece of CC because you keep forgetting. Yeah, I made the void thing with Cassandra's room as well, and actually this is when I will realize that something is not right, because I have a picture of my old makeover from Cassandra's room, and you can see clearly that the room is one tile longer, and here I am fixing the issue, but actually in the living room I messed up because I made the dining room larger and not the living room. So we will get back there, as I said. I think we are halfway through the video now. How are you guys holding up? Are you enjoying this? Do you like me rambling about things and sometimes stopping because the words just don't come to my mind? And also I bet that we have a lot of grammatical issues in here, but that's it, honey. That's it, loves. That's how we do it here. I'm sorry. It's actually really funny because I was talking to my friend Bob the other day, and we often talk about how it's funny that while you are recording a video, you sometimes recognize yourself saying something wrong. I think in the last 𝓱𝓮𝓻𝓮 yeah, in the last 𝓱𝓮𝓻𝓮 episode, I always do the intro saying like, hey guys, welcome to CozyPixels and welcome back to the 𝓱𝓮𝓻𝓮 challenge. And in that video I said, hey guys, welcome back to the 𝓱𝓮𝓻𝓮 channel. And I didn't notice, so I didn't do a second take where I would correct it. So that's why there is a very harsh cut at the beginning of the video, because I had to cut it out and just jump straight to the introduction, so it was very funny. I don't know how we got here, my mind is just wandering away. So Cassandra's room, I'm trying to talk a bit more about the beard now. I really like Cassandra's room, and I really hated it in the original because her original room only has one single bed and one dresser, and that's it. And actually it's yellow and green. What is up with that? I don't understand. And I wanted to change her room to match her personality. And here, this is a really funny section because you can see me searching for an object for I was searching for this object for like 10 minutes and I couldn't find it. And I had that in her previous room, in my previous makeover, and I couldn't find it here at all. So I just put this chess board there. I guess that fits. But yeah, so Cassandra's personality, in my head at least, she is a very naive, very like a dreamer personality. No pun intended here, and I wanted to include that in her room, but also she is very smart, so that's why I really wanted to have that science award there. And yeah, obviously we have a bookshelf as well because she loves reading. Also, I wanted to say that I know that originally the Goth household doesn't have any electronic objects in it, but obviously I didn't keep that because the candles are ugly in this game and I really wanted to have a TV. So we got electricity in the house now. And here we have Alexander's room, and originally when I first made this house over, I had issues with it, as I said, because I didn't want him to have such old looking furniture. I mean, he's a kid, and having like all this Victorian and Goth type of furniture didn't really make sense in his room.
But I have this nice Cynthia set. I think it's from Honeywell or 𝓱𝓮𝓻𝓮. I'm not sure which one of them, but one of them. And I think it's perfect for him because it has like a nice country-ish vibes, but also a little bit more modern than Mortimer's room. And yeah, I just put a lot of things which I think would interest a kid and especially Alexander. So that's why we have all these alien posters, because he really likes science and animals. I was actually wondering if every kid really likes animals in The Sims. Maybe the rug is a bit more contemporary than it should be, but I think it's just on the right note, so I don't really mind it. But I didn't go with office chairs, so they all have this super old looking chair. But I really like how his room turned out. I think it's cute. And of course we have another bathroom, so many bathrooms in this house. And I didn't really get creative with the bathrooms because they all just look the same. So there's really not much to say about those, I guess. I love this set in the bathroom, and my new obsession is putting this shelf in every bathroom. While building, I was keeping in mind that maybe I will bring back Bella when playing, so that's why you can see certain things in the house like makeup and stuff, because I would think that Bella really loves these things as her personality. And I also thought about, is Bella a celebrity in this world, because she have multiple paintings about her, and not just the Bella Squared, but the other one, which is the more contemporary one. And yeah, now I think that Bella is actually a celebrity here in the Sims world. I mean, she has a statue as well, as 𝓲𝓵𝓷𝓭. I'm pretty sure you know what I mean, where she's holding the plum bob. I really love that piece of 𝓲𝓵𝓷𝓭. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, now we are back to the decorating part. We have almost 9 minutes left of this video, and just a small teaser on what to come. We will obviously decorate the house a little bit. I will fix the outdoors, and I will furnish the hallway. So yeah, for the hallway we have this little drawer thing, and I really like this nook with all the coat hangers and stuff. I really like that object. It's a conversion from Sims 4, and I use it everywhere because it's also a modification of the hacked coat hangers, so you can get clothes for free from it, so it's really nice. And yeah, I decided that I don't want the bathroom here, because I will replace it with a piano, obviously, because the original Goth household has a piano, but I wanted to give them the big black super fancy piano that they deserve, because they are super rich, and obviously a super rich person wouldn't have the small piano. They obviously need the grand piano. And I was thinking if I should put a bathroom there in the corner, but I decided against it because it didn't really fit well, and I didn't want to move the windows. Yeah, I'm changing the railings, of course. I really like this Art Nouveau stairs. They look really fancy, and I use them in another mansion that I made over in Pleasantview, and I really like them. And here we go for the attic. Obviously, in the original Goth Manor, the attic I think only has an easel, but because I got rid of one level here, obviously because of the decoration roof items, we have a much bigger attic, and I put an office for Mortimer here, and obviously we need windows for the attic. And I really like these window pieces because they actually give windows to that floor, and it took me so long to figure that out. I don't know how is that possible, but for such a long time I didn't know, because obviously I didn't use these a lot when I was younger, just as I said. So I am very satisfied. And here we are with Mortimer's little laboratory. I used the career reward he has unlocked, and I also added a servo building station, because why not? Maybe he wants to build a servo friend, I don't know. And here we go with the second office. Everything is super dark, every furniture. As I said, I was trying to keep the vibe, but make it a bit slightly teeny tiny bit updated. And here already was the part when I was like, okay, this is gonna be such a long video. I really don't have time to decorate this properly. But off camera, probably I will go back and just throw clutter everywhere because I love clutter in The Sims 2. And I extended the porch based on 𝓪𝓵𝓸𝓸's exterior design because I really liked it. And I am a huge fan of porches. That may sound weird, but like I really like the idea of just going out to the porch and just sitting in your rocking chair and drink sweet tea. I can't help myself. In my heart, I'm an American country girl. Here we go. I really love these fences. They are perfect match for this house. And here I was super confused because in my previous build, this driveway fit perfectly, but it's not fitting here anymore, and I don't know how that happened, to be honest. But not to worry, because I fixed it. I think I will just have to extend the fences on the left side because it really bothers me that it's not in line with the sidewalk. And I'm just putting simple flowers here because, as I said, I'm not really huge on landscaping. Some people can make amazing gardens and amazing like forests and lakes with all this amazing scenery. I am not one of them, unfortunately. Adding the little balconies because I think they look super cute, and the flower boxes as well. I really like how the balconies give a little bit of texture to the front of the building, if that makes sense. Like there are things popping out, so it's not really flat, and I really appreciate that. I really like that. And yeah, here we go, remaking the graveyard. Obviously, no deleting the tombstones. Please don't delete your tombstones, because that will make your game go poof. But yeah, I was just moving them a little bit around. I made sure that the couples are next to each other because I am such a sweet person. And I added a statue and a bit of scenery, so there's really not much to talk about here. Actually, this wasn't as detailed as it could have been, but now in retrospect, I'm actually happy that I didn't really overcomplicate it. And yeah, putting a lot of hedges here and there to make it even more fancier, to show even more that they are dirty rich, obviously, as they should be. And yeah, you can see that I deleted the wedding things from the backyard, and you will see that I didn't add them back, and I don't know if I will. Probably I will, I guess, when I start playing. But I really wanted to build this little greenhouse here because I had that in my previous build, and that was a bit more detailed than this one. I mean, not the building itself, but the scenery inside, because that one worked like it had 4 entrances on the 4 corners, and it had benches inside and lots of flowers. But here I will just put orchard trees inside because at this point I was so tired of building this house. We are getting really close to the end of the video, so a few final touches. I switched the arches to these closable ones because I really love them. These are one of my favorite pieces of CC in the whole game. And just adding a little bit decoration. I added a lot of paintings in this house because I didn't really want any walls empty. And also, these guys needs to show their wealth, so we need a lot of expensive paintings, obviously, and a lot of expensive statues. Also, I know that, like, how do I say, my builds are not that detailed in decoration, and I hope you guys don't mind that. But in the previous one, you really liked the Dawn makeover, so I am really happy. And as you can see, here we are at the end of the speed build. The rest will be pictures showing the house, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for sticking with me for 25 minutes listening to me rambling about random things about building The Sims. Let me know if you like this one. Let me know if you prefer me talking about the build or talking about random things. I think this was a perfect mix of both, so let me know what do you think. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!